This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. No return coming. You'll call for the intercept. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Got the quick pass. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Chen. He's going up top. Toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start to that game.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burns. Dragged down to to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
They'll try the left side.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Now on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. Here's an open space downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a playmaker. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll throw it on first down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He finds his man.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Third and short now from their own 48. Calls his own number. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Good timing on the quick out. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
3:25.
Looking to throw, it's Chen. Shoots it to the left. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
And if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He is caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. To get the incompletion, now setting the field.
Straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got him on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The option look. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Chen. Going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride, I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between the quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play. Said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with him. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. We can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs in Ohio State.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now on the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have been racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Back to throw, it's Chen. Skips away from pressure. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He tries to take the top off. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down. But not before putting his offense in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackle is made after the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Nolan. He unleashes a long one. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. He's looking to throw it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. One more snap coming before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Nowak. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing. Takes a hit as he fired. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They march to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, look at all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Powers through the defender. Oh, there's always football in the bad pitch. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Up tempo for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the option. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, they can also drain the clock. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking downfield, it's Chen. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking for a deep man. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
First down for this offense. A run for the quarterback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So when you're having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Chen. He's going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus.
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. Now let's see what happens.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw. Floating away. On the move, he fires. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still looking on the move. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sooners.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had to look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Okay, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, give me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to throw. It's Noah. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Goes to the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge, huge fourth down play. a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to pass. It's Chen. And he's brought down, and this defense gets... So...
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation, but now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll set up the throw. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Chen. He's going up top here late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents to dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go save it.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Well, jet sweep pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. when we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.